Very good morning. So in this particular slides, we are going to discuss about that sorghum hybrid seed production. So in this sorghum, we are following that cytoplasmic genetic variety systems. I hope by this time the viewers may familiar with cytoplasmic genetic variety systems. Anyhow, as an introduction, I wanted to give you that CGMS in short. In the case of cytoplasmic genetic variety system based hybrid seed productions, we have to have that three lines like A line, B line and R line. So in this case that A line is a male sterile one, so that will going to act as a female parent for your hybrid seed production program. That B line, that is a maintenance line. The purpose of having that B line is mainly to maintain and maintenance and multiplication of the A line, because that A and B are near isogenic line, not exactly isogenic line, near isogenic line, because that A line that have a sterile cytoplasm, whereas B line that have a fertile cytoplasm. That is the only difference. So because of that, here we are using the word of near isogenic line. The rest of the things are one and the same. So for multiplication of the A line, we have to make that cross between A into B. So once you follow these cross, so from the A you will harvest that cross materials. So whatever material we are going to harvest from the A, everything will be of male sterile. So that is your A line material. Once that A line is multiplied, then we will do that hybrid seed production by the way of crossing A with R. So here that R is a restorer line that have a fertility restoration gene in the nucleus. Due to presence of that fertility restoration gene in the R, the hybrid able to produce a viable pollen grain. Here there won't be any problem of the male sterility. So because of that, this system is very successful in the case of a seed way of propagating plant material. So that is advantage. So for hybrid separation purpose, we are going to make a cross between A into R. At the end of this cross, from the A we will harvest the seeds, so that is a hybrid that will be distributed for grain production purpose. So this is in short about that cytoplasmic genetic variety. The same system is adapted for hybrid seed production in the case of sorghum. So here that planting ratio for parental line multiplication is 4:2. For hybrid seed production is 5:2. In the case of the foundation stage, the 4:2, the 4 that represent the A line and 2 that represent the B line. Whereas in the CS certified stage level only, we will do that hybrid seed production operation. There only we will make that A into R. So in the CS, the planting ratio is 5:2, the 5 that represent the A and 2 that represent the R. So that is a planting ratio we have to follow. So here that isolation distance for foundation stage, that is a parental multiplication stage, we have to maintain 300 meter, whereas during that certified stage we have to maintain 200 meter. But for that varietal seed production, we have to maintain 200 meter per foundation and 100 meter for certified. That is for the varietal seed production. But for a hybrid seed production purpose, foundation stage we have to maintain 300 meter and the certified stage 200 meter. But the place where the where in which the problem of Johnson grass is there we have to maintain 400 meter isolation distance both at parental line multiplication and hybrid seed production stages. So that is very important. Similarly, that in and around your hybrid seed production field or your parental line multiplication field, if at all anyone cultivating that forage sorghum means normally the farmers will maintain also perennial crops. They will do that pruning. So perennial crops at any point of time that will comes to flowering or throughout the field, there that flowering will be available. Any one of the plant, the flowering will be available. So on those circumstances, we have to carefully maintain that isolation distance. So in those conditions, we are recommending 400 meter isolation distance for parental line multiplication purpose and 200 meter isolation distance for hybrid seed production purpose. And here that number of pod rows both for parental line multiplication as well as certified stage is 4 number. So during that foundation stage, that is that parental multiplication stage, the B line will be planted in the borders. But in the case of certified, that is during your hybrid seed production stage, here that male parental material is your R line. So the R line will be planted in 4 number of rows. So that is also very important one. The seed rate for female parent 8 kg per hectare, male parent 4 kg per hectare. The spacing also provided here for transplanting of that A line. We have to follow that 45 to 30 centimeter spacing. For R line, we have to follow that 45 centimeter. That is between the rows. Within the rows, no need to bother about the spacing. You can solidly sow. So that's the thing. Then roging also very important operations. So we have to identify the off-type, voluntary plants and other designated disease attacked plants, objectionable weed plants. All those things need to be identified. That should be removed before pollination fertilization of your seed crop. So here also the problem of the flowering period, that is a synchronizations, non-synchronization of the flowering between the male parental line and female parental line. So if at all the problem is there, going to be there, automatically the hybrid yield will be reduced. So to overcome these problems, we have to follow certain strategy. Either we can regulate the germination related process in view of making advancement in germination or to delay the germinations, or we can induce some sort of growth differences by the way of applying some nutrients to the grown up plants. So anyhow, some strategy we have to follow. One of the strategies seed treatment. So already we were discussed that effect of seed orning treatment in the varietal seed production of the sorghum itself. So if you follow that seed orning treatment, or if you give that seed orning treatment to the sorghum seeds, so there will be advancement with reference to that seedling emergence. We will gain 1 to 2 days of early emergence of that seedling when compared to that non-hardened seeds. So once you know that duration of flowering of both the parents, say if you feel one particular parent will comes to flowering late when compared to another one, means if you want to synchronize the flowering of both the things, the late parent may be given with the hardening treatments. So if you give the seed hardening treatment, means so that 1 or 2 days delay will be overcome. So because that hardened seeds, that seedling emergence is 1 to 2 days earlier than non-hardened seed material. So one parent should be given with that, late parent alone should be given with that hardening treatment, whereas that regular parent that should not given with any hardening treatment. So by that way we can match up that flowering. That another one, if suppose one particular parent that will come to flowering early, if you feel like that, if you want to delay that flowering period in order to match that flowering period of both the parent, means there you can follow that another treatment. So that is normally known as a pelleting process. Pelleting means we are going to apply some inert material or nutrients over the seeds. So the seeds will be coated with the nutrients. So coated with nutrients in a layer by layer, So by the way we are going to increase the size of the seed. Say example, this is a sorghum seed, means at the end of the pelleting process, the size of the seeds will be increased to this much size. So now the seeds are placed deeply inside the nutrient coating or inert matter coating. So the coated material that is soluble in water, but that will take some time for reaching of water into your seeds, because that seeds are deeply placed. We are going to place inside this inert matter or nutrients. So once you soak the seeds in the water need to dissolve these coatings. This coating need to be dissolved. After completely dissolving this coating only, the moisture will have access to your seeds. So for reaching of that moisture to the seeds, that itself will take 1 or 2 days. But the seeds are not coated, not pelleted. Not pelleted means immediately after sowing, the seed will have access to the water. So that will imbibe and initiate the process. Everything that will be initiate the process early when compared to the pelleted seeds. So through pelleting also we can delay that flowering. So suppose if you feel one particular plants that comes to flowering early when compared to that female means, so in order to delay flowering, that early parent must be given with pelleting treatment. The very good example for pelleted material is if you go for that having your dinner or lunch in the hotels, after taking that lunch they will provide you that white color balls they will provide you in a bowl along with that bill. So if you crush that white color balls, on inner side you can see that phenol or cumin will be there. Okay, that is a pelleted material. So that is actually it's a pelleted phenol cumin material. Okay, it's a pelleted cumin or phenol. Okay, so that is a thing. So the same kind of coating we are going to give for that sorghum also through the process of pelleting. So for pelleting purpose, what we have to do is initially seeds should be given with some adhesives. We have to make the seeds somewhat sticky. So for that purpose, the seeds should be applied with some maida solutions or some gum arabic or natural gum. After making your seeds somewhat sticky, we have to make the seeds to roll over one particular surface. During that rolling of that seeds, we have to sprinkle that nutrients or inert material in a powder form over the seeds. So seeds also going to be there in a rolling mode continuously. That will be in a roll. At the time if you sprinkle some powder form of that nutrients, whatever that nutrients applied on the seeds, so everything will be coated, because already we converted seed into a sticky nature. So now the seed will be coated, and the only thing we have to ensure per pellet one seed must be there. Suppose more number of seeds are clubbed together from a single bead, we will get more number of seedling emergence. Again we have to use more quantity of the seeds, so the seed rate will be increased. So we have to ensure per bead that going to have only one seeds alone. So that is the thing. So by that way we can have a seed with coating. So these kind of seeds are normally known as a pelleted seeds. So that strategy also we can follow. So once you are going to follow that pelleting treatments, means you are going to delay that germination process. Or if you follow that hardening process, means you will have a early emergence. So early emergence, there won't be any delay. So that is the thing. So this is a way in which we can manipulate that overcoming the problem of the non-synchronization between the parents. Then staggered sowing, these details already were discussed length and breadth in the rice hybrid seed production. So in the early parent may be sown late and late parent may be sown earlier, if you know the duration of flowering of both parental and material. And nutrient spray also, by the way of applying urea at the rate of 1% during that 35 to 40 days after sowing, we can delay that flowering, because that urea that favor for occurrence of the vegetative growth. So wherever you wanted to delay flowering in that crop should be given with 1% urea spray. The another strategy also there. So by the way of withholding the water, irrigation water to one of the early parents, automatically that delay parent, you can speed up that flowering. So one irrigation is withheld to the late parent to make early flowering. So if you withhold the water, so that will comes to flowering early. So that strategy also we can follow. That another strategy is application of the malic herbicides. So by applying malic herbicide at the rate of 500 ppm, and that to the advancing parents, we can delay flowering. So that malic herbicide application will delay the flowering. That should be applied on 45th day. So these are all some strategy with reference to manipulation of that flowering time of the both the parents. So the harvesting, like that of that seed varietal crops, that as and when that crop attain physiological maturity, we have to harvest the crops. So during that time 30% moisture content and tongue and layer formation, everything will be there. So first we have to harvest and remove the male parent, mainly to avoid the mechanical admixture. Then we can harvest that female parent, and that should be subjected to that threshing and separation of the seed from the ear heads. Then you have to reduce the moisture content to the level of 12%. Then we can for short term storage, for long term storage, moisture content should be reduced to the level of 8%. Then we can store the seeds. So here that expected seed yield is 400 to 600 kg per hectare. So thank you. With that we are completing that sorghum hybrid seed production.